That is so fucking weird, man. Check.
I almost forgot how to do this. Throwback, bro. And we're back. Episode 74.
What?
We're live. Oh, God. I am joined by Jordan Madro. Stoked to have him. Pittsburgh Beaver, everything Beaver related is in the building. And my co-host, as always,
What is
Bryan
what is
Kern.
up? Hey, am I good on my volumes, guys? Am I fucking
Yeah,
good?
you're good now. You're all good now. Everything's cool for now.
Hey, I just have to say, I've never been so happy to see your guys' lovely fucking faces. Let's have a toast. We're back in
I was going to
action.
say, I'm actually drinking tonight. What's up? Cheers,
Yes.
boys.
I am not. I'm trying to get in wedding shape for my fucking wedding in October, so I'm going sober September. I'm a little sad about it, but you know, hey,
you got to get ready for the reception. So you know what I'm saying. Cheers
to the moon, son. I'm making a mess of myself. I'm so glad to be back live, guys. We've got a lot of shit to talk about.
Bro, yeah. So if you didn't catch on, our last two episodes had to be pre-recorded because I was out on tour with the amazing Collie Buds. Shouts to them and the whole band and crew that took me out. That shit was dope. We're back. We're live. I'm stoked to see dudes like Jordan Tupper in the comments. I'm stoked to see your ugly mugs, I guess. Man.
Funny side note. While Matt was out on tour, me and the homie got to meet up for a night. Shit was lit. Good time.
In the random town of
bandwagon.
Lake Milton, Ohio. Pulled up at an abandoned building across from a Dollar General. Parked the bandwagon there, loud as shit near a residential area. I have no idea. They didn't call the cops. And just smoked weed. I took a long snooze, woke up, smoked wake and bake, and then hit the road, bro. Yeah, Jordan really looked out for me on that one. That shit was dope. How'd that pop punk record go that you recorded? Did you send it off to that mic yet?
No, it went great. No, dude, it went great actually. Like we had a couple speed bumps on the third day, but like it's good. I got some guitars I got to do on it, but like nah, dude, it went good. Stoked about it.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
What was it? Share a little bit about that, Jordan.
So I'm recording. I was recording a punk album for a couple friends of mine, and
nice.
Yeah, it was new waters for me, but it was definitely exciting. Be cool to talk. I'll talk about it probably more once it's like a little more public and stuff with them. It's not like I'm just producing.
Are you generally a punk rock fan, man? How are you on the punk scene?
That's the stuff I was like introduced to. Like, you know, I started going to Warped Tour. Like my first Warped Tour was in 2003, and that was like, you know, there was still a little bit of like the punk vibe there, and like, you know. So I'm a little bit, but I like honestly, I'm that weirdo. Like I like everything. Like I really listen to everything. Like I still listen to some punk stuff here and there. Like I listen to Green Day about as much as I listen to Boldy James now. Like, well-rounded. We're gonna talk about some Boldy though, like for sure.
Yes, we are. Yes,
shouts to Dominator456. He said, "What's up, y'all? Matt, Bryan, and Jordan, the goats." I'm actually, you know, it's kind of heartwarming to see Jordan's name in there now. You know?
Yeah, dude.
I pop up enough.
I'm glad that you're a part of the fucking squad, bro. You know, I'm glad that this is now a 3-piece. Okay, we're a full band, if you will, a bass, a drum, a guitar, at the very least. You know, we can make some grooves happen. I think.
Y'all gotta have a mediator on here to keep your ass in check.
I'm glad I adopted you on Warped Tour 2016 as my smoking buddy.
I'm so glad that I just walked into your fucking interview.
Oh yeah, I was interviewing Danger Kids, and he just walked up like it wasn't a thing. Like, oh, it's just a podcast. We don't have to take it seriously, which I guess you don't. Thanks for that. Let's get those Jordan 4s in the picture better. There we go.
Yeah, the lightnings, man. Them nice.
I'm gonna double check. I think they're called Tour Yellow.
I mean, they could be too. I don't know. I always remember them being a
dude. One of the low key. All right, low key. One of the underrated great feelings in life. Okay, shit like you don't even think about it being great. Okay, obviously like ejaculating, awesome. Okay, I'm thinking like a Q-tip in the ear. Okay, very underrated. You don't think about it, but it's awesome. You know,
I agree with that 100%.
When you have a bug bite and you scratch it, oh, that feels fucking great. Underrated. Maybe underrated. Greatest feeling when you get the fucking got him message.
Oh my god, I've only gotten it one time, and it's an incredible feeling,
bro. So I got spoiled. I got that bitch like 4 or 5 times in a row, and then I realized a lot of people weren't getting it. and I was like, what's going on? And then when I kind of like became aware of that, I stopped getting it, and it was like 13 pairs in a row I didn't get. And I was like, oh, this is what they mean. This is why I'll never be the guy to take to social media and complain that I didn't get the shoe on the sneakers app. I'm not going to be that guy. I know the risk I take when I click that button. There's a pair of Jordan 5s coming out I really want. If I don't get them, I'm going to be bummed, but I'm not going to take to social media about the shit. Nobody gives a fuck about bitter sneakers app guy. Fact.
Fuck you. I've been bitter sneakers app guy.
Fuck man.
You. But that was like when I first started. And I just hate fucking the resellers that like, I just won 200 pairs. I'm just like, man, fuck yourself.
There's a bunch of Jordans coming out I want to snag, but they're like weeks apart, and there's some really weird pairs in between I don't want. So,
yeah, for sure.
Shouts to Sam Adams. I'm not an East Coast guy, but Sam Adams is bomb domestic beer and Oktoberfest, man. It's in your store shelves now.
It's a staple, man. Oktoberfest is one of the ones where even if you're not that big into beer, you kind of got to drink it when it comes out, you know? That
it accompanies so many meals really well, like a burger, a hot dog, whatever you're eating. It's fucking Sam Adams, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I went to a Oktoberfest up at Penn Brewery up here in Pittsburgh one year, and you could get beers in like the fucking half-gallon like tea jugs. Like they were just like pouring draft beer in those, and I was just like, "Let's go!"
Oh,
a little wild.
Needless to say, that night ended pretty wildly.
My favorite pitcher drink, right? Because we all love the drinks that are at like the fucking Applebee's or your Chili's, where you come in and you get your super liquored up Long Island, and it's in that like 32-ounce pitcher, right? So I was at my recent trip to California. I was at the Hood. Shout out to the Hood, mine and Matt's stomping ground back in the day. We got what's called a trash can, and the trash can is all the liquors that are included in a Long Island iced tea, right? Minus the Coke and the triple sec, obviously, but you're adding blue carousel. Okay, so you're adding another liquor in there. They fill this motherfucker up to the top of the pitcher with all these liquors, right? They then open a can of Red Bull and put it on the top of the pitcher. The drink starts to overflow, so you have to chug a good quarter to half of this, maybe, let's go like 2/8, 3/8 of this drink, right? This 32-ounce drink. You're drinking all the liquor so you can pull the Red Bull out and have it refill your cup. And they call it a fucking trash can. And it sent me to the fucking moon when I was in California. And it was
sounds like it sent you to hell.
Bro, I got sick. It was I had one, and it was after like I had like 3 or 4 beers, took like a 2-3 hour break, and then went and played some pool and had one, and I got sick that night, dude. It fucked me up. It fucked me up so bad. And you can only find them that way at the Hood. It's a 32-ounce straight drink of liquor drink. 32 ounces of liquor, and you got to drink 8 ounces of it before you can fucking get the Red Bull in there.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't need that, dude. I'm good with the beer. Fuck. Yeah. Should I recap everyone on this little jaunt of a tour I went on? Jumped up to the Northeast and hit these tour dates. Spark that up. Collie Buds, reggae artist. He's been around since like 2000, 2001. Back in like 2002, he had that song Come Around. He's been around for a minute, and he had like a 10-year gap releasing albums. Now he's pumping out a bunch of stuff. Good reggae jams, good crowds, bunch of beach clubs. We hit Ocean City, Maryland, Secrets. That is one of my favorite venues. It's such like, it's only a place you're going to go with reggae. It is not a metalcore venue whatsoever. None of these venues are. Brewing Company in the Outer Banks. That was awesome. Went up to Portland, Maine to Aura. That was fucking dope. Portland, Maine, low key. Yo, no one ever talks about this. No one's ever said this to me. Maine is dope as shit. Maine is a cool state.
Fuck.
I'm hearing people say it's the last remaining cool state we have because you have fresh air, you have the ocean, you have legal weed now, which I have to say, the weed quality is great. The prices are not. We tried a bunch up there. It was all great. Good stuff. Real good. Can't complain. But the prices are not good yet. So maybe in a couple years they'll be on point. Had a lot of fun up there. Guys are getting $33 lobster rolls, bunch of good seafood. We did this festival in Spencer, Massachusetts called Turptown Throwdown. Hell of a festival, bro. Hell of a festival. Collie Buds, co-headline with the movement. Fuck them. Fortunate Youth, Ayatera, they're dope. Tropidelic was there on our day. Cashed Out was there on our day. They were on a few dates. Cool dudes.
Shout out to Soul Rebel Project. Damn, son. They've been doing shit. Soul Rebel Project. Making it happen, man.
K-Bong and Johnny Cosmic, real good dudes. Hung out and smoked with them a bunch of times. But yeah, so Turptown Throwdown, cool festival. Wasn't massive, big enough. When you get into Massachusetts, they send you this app, this like alert thing, for COVID. And about 2 days ago, I got an alert saying I may have been exposed to someone, and it's from that festival. So shouts to Turptown Throwdown. I wouldn't call you a super spreader yet, but you're getting there. So if you went to Turptown Throwdown and shared a blunt with a stranger or hooked up in the parking lot, you probably got COVID.
What's crazy is I got 3 or 4 of those notifications when I got back from California, and they went all from California.
Oh, what type of fucking shit do y'all got?
Yeah. Oh, dude,
I don't get none of these notifications, player.
Well, okay, so California was a little weird, right? We were expecting or anticipating having to do like mass vaccine cards, some shit like that. So I was just telling my dudes, yo, get ready, like be prepared, show up with whatever you got. I don't care how you get it, just get it, show up with it. No place was really that crazy, although a lot of places were taking your phone number. Like you had to do a phone number and of at least like half your party or something, so they could do like contact tracing or whatever. But for the most part, it was fucking mask up, and that's it. Like, and in any restaurant or bar, nobody was enforcing it. It wasn't getting enforced everywhere we were walking in. I did have a couple people go, "Yeah, hey, mask," and I was like, "Yeah, I got one." Like putting it on or whatever. They're not like super strict about it or enforcing it like crazy. So you are kind of left to your own demise out there. But California is on the uptick, and they were threatening having to do passport or like vaccine verifications, which was kind of crazy. But
I brought mine with me in case they were going to pull that shit.
Yeah,
we didn't play in New York City for that reason, but I had it ready. What was the next date that we did? So we were supposed to do back-to-back dates in Rhode Island at Ocean Mist, cool little beach venue right there directly on the coast. Hurricane Henri hit like directly where that venue is and made landfall, and so we couldn't go there. The power was out. We ended up going west, hung out in Albany, New York. Shouts to Albany, Crossgates Mall, hung out there for a while. Not a lot to do. The Dave & Buster's there sucks dick. Shouts to Dave & Buster's. You're fucking terrible. Your food is fucking awful. We'll never get a sponsorship with you. I hope your CEO burns in hell for the poor quality of fucking food you put out and the piss poor service that you have. All your games are infected with piss and fecal matter. And if they weren't before I went there, they definitely were after because of your drink specials, you pieces of shit. Dave & fucking Buster's.
Damn, how's he really feel? God damn.
I mean, you could just go to a Texas Roadhouse and for $15 get a quality steak. But you go to fucking Dave & Buster's and $14 you get some half-ass ribs. I mean, Tony Roma's went out of business because they started selling half-ass ribs. You gonna sell me half-ass ribs, half-ass service. How about I pay you a half-ass check? That place is terrible. So yeah, shouts to Albany. After that, we were able to continue on the tour. We went up to Hampton, New Hampshire, which is like the beach above Boston. I'd never been there before. I've been to New Hampshire a few times. Boston. Oh, Hadda. Oh, fuck me, Hadda. You want to go shopping?
I really regret saying that now. Got so out of control. So.
Yeah, can't find my khakis.
Pack the cat.
Smart pack.
Smart pack. That commercial, I swear to God, I was like, really?
Yeah.
You're just gonna fucking burn this SNL skit to the ground right now? Pack the cat.
Oh man. Yeah, so went up to New Hampshire. Did you guys know the cops in Hampton, New Hampshire all fuck each other in the butt? All the cops there. They all just like circle jerk, fuck each other in the butt. All of them. They all play
I heard that
on the pig. Yep.
Real talk. I did hear that the Northeast is getting racist as fuck. I heard Vermont, New Hampshire, like a lot of New England is just getting real racist.
I mean, none of them called me the N-word for what that's worth.
Because you're not. So I feel like
thank you, Brian. You're not either.
That I feel like they reserve that for It's what I hear. I'm reading a lot of articles and I'm just like, God damn it, Northeast. You're supposed to be, you have fucking ESPN and WWE and that's about it. And then the rest, you're just going downhill.
Everyone that works at ESPN hates living in Bristol, Connecticut, though.
I mean, from what I've always understood, the Northeast is where you want to go if you want to like have that cookie cutter, like Hocus Pocus meets fucking, I don't know. I just think of Hocus Pocus because that's definitely what that area reminds me of.
Man, Northeast holding it down over here. Texas can suck my dick.
Dude, no, the Northeast is whack. The weather's whack. Like you have Permane Brothers, and that's literally it.
Yeah, I think it's a little.
What are you talking about? How's it feel down there? It's hot down there right now, ain't it?
I mean,
I'm fine, dude. I'm wearing a tank top.
Yeah, I would take this over. I would take this over like fucking, you know, I don't know, a fucking lighthouse. I don't fucking know.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah,
hold on.
Living in Georgia.
Living in a lighthouse would be kind of dope.
Did you ever see that movie with
fucking me up on that? Shit.
I remember my first time smoking weed, bro. It was all right.
Yo, chill. Not even.
There's an Instagram.
I'm just like taking a hit, like, yo, hold on. Like,
there's an Instagram live video I filmed. I think I was talking to Brian while I was in New Hampshire. So you can check that out on the Instagram. That's one of the social medias that I haven't got taken away. So Hampton was dope. Afterwards, I did not do these California dates you see listed on the bottom. But after the Hampton date, we got to go back, do the Rhode Island date, had some bomb-ass seafood there, did the show, went to Boston, drop off, boom, jetted, bro, like 15 hours back across the country, dropped off that shit, came home. It was dope. Took some pictures while I was in traffic in New York. I hate New York. This is getting on the GWB. It's not fun to drive this kind of vehicle. Yep, driving through New York. That was see, there's a city, and that was the most I wanted to see of the city because I hate driving through there.
You didn't pull up to try to find the Locks or Dipset?
Nah, bro. I knew they there.
Did you even get near the city? No.
You know, Jada says he's outside. I'm outside.
Yeah, it's true. He is outside. I went on that giant bridge that turns into a tunnel, Chesapeake. I did that. That was fun. And then I flew home. Just been chilling. It's been nice. How have you guys been?
Been good, man. California was nice. Did mushrooms for the first time.
How was that?
It was good, man. It was a really good time.
That?
You know, so at the end of it, I ate what I thought was like a pretty decent amount, probably a gram, maybe a little more. I was definitely seeing visuals. I didn't get the kaleidoscope or the lost sense of like things, but I was seeing shit and vibing and feeling really dope, you know? I will say that night, the night of, I told my buddy, I was like, this is probably one of the most important moments like of my life, this trip, right? I was able to have a real deep connection with a couple of my friends that I was doing it with. You know, I felt
sex, didn't he? Finally got pegged.
No, man, I wasn't anxious. You know, I get anxious when I go back home and I got my life is crazy, man. I got the wedding and shit coming up. I'm graduating soon. Like my life's very hectic. So it brought me back down, grounded me a lot. You know, I was enjoying the visuals. I woke up the next day though and was like, man, I felt like I probably could have done a little bit more. I felt like I probably could have gone to a little different of a brink. The entire time was like one step below overwhelming, right? There were a couple times where I thought I was going to panic and start tripping kind of bad, but I was able to like course correct and like feel good. I'd walk, I'd go and I'd fucking like sit, you know, on a different side of the yard or some shit, start looking at stuff. I'd start talking to someone and I'd get lost and I'd eventually be good. But I'm definitely gonna be doing it again here soon. It was great though, man. I definitely recommend anybody in a safe setting set.
I've never had a good mushroom trip.
I hear that, man. Okay, so tell me what they have been like.
They're just always just bad, you know, just bad energies, bad vibes, that kind of shit. Always cry and shit. Like it's always fucked up. I hate it.
I got deep and cried, which was kind of cool, you know, like it was a good moment.
I leave for literally 1 second. Y'all are talking about crying.
Not a bad moment. It was
take shrooms and cry. It happens. So
yeah, what? Dude, fuck yeah, man. Come on, grow up. Grown men cry, damn it.
Drink your Samuel Adams and
just, fuck me, right? Drink my Sam Adams.
A whole 8 of shroomies. I got
swallow some caps and fucking shut the fuck up.
Probably need to take a whole 8 of shroomies. Oh my god, that sounds unfathomable. incredible.
That's okay. So check this out. Listen, two moments I want to speak to real quick.
In the fuck kind of pictures is
that's me.
God.
Real quick, two moments I want to bring up, and then I want to sidetrack to Matt's photography skills. First point I want to bring up is the eighth of mushrooms. I got like a pretty decent amount, and my buddy who was like the shepherd who was doing it with us but had done it several times and was kind of going through, right? Like he's telling us to eat stem after stem and telling us to go deep and to just fucking go with it. This fucker eats like 3 fat stems and like a cat, and he loses his mind. He went into a dimension and like locked himself in the bedroom and like fucking did not come back for 8 hours. It was intense, dude. David went real deep, man. It was great. So check this out. You talk about bad vibes and like bad energy. We went on a hike when we started to eat them, right? It was maybe a 30, 45-minute hike. So we get to the part where we're supposed to hang out at. We're chilling for a little couple minutes. We start kind of like feeling it. Shit starts getting kind of fluid. And we're like, all right, we're going to walk back. It's about a 20-minute walk. As we're walking back, we're really feeling it. It's starting to kick in. It's kind of like really starting to, hey, we're on mushrooms. This is the trip. And the house that we were staying in is really cool. It's all gray. Gray flooring, gray walling, but a lot of pictures, a lot of color, a lot of splashes of like orange, red, greens, sunflowers, paintings. There's a bunch of artistic shit all over the place. So we're thinking, oh, this is going to be fun, man. We're going to go back into the house and we're going to be in like a little dimension here and it's going to be cool. We're going to be looking at shit. We get inside and like 30 seconds into it, I start panicking. I'm like, I have to go back outside because everything got like echoey. We were outside. There was no echo. We could hear things. You had like clarity, kind of. The minute we went inside, it got like an echo chamber. You could tell that shit was cut off, and it started getting like whoom, like closing in, dude. And I was like, I gotta go outside. Everybody, all 5 of us, were like, yeah, we gotta go. So they were on my level at that point. So whatever it was, man, we went from being outside, went to the inside, and it fucked with us. And so we spent like the next 6 hours just hanging out in the backyard, drinking beers and food. It was fun. Real good fun.
I love it.
Involved.
Sounds wild.
It's a blast.
Honestly, yeah, that sounds like fun. Yeah.
I'm sorry that you haven't had a good one. I feel like
I thought, maybe one day, I'll try it again, but no rush.
I was reluctant. I was reluctant to try it because I had a bad salvia trip one time. And I was scared, bro. So, that sucks. I wish you a good one eventually.
Oh, I've heard
probably need to take a whole 1/8 of shroomies. I've had some good trips, yo.
Sounds like a good time. Definitely does.
Like I could have a great time without the shrooms. I don't need that shit.
Wow, good for you. I'm glad that you enjoy your reality. Well, some of us over here
straight and broke.
All right. Let's go ahead and get into this shit. The reason we're all here, what we've waited patiently for. Donda is upon us.
What?
I'd show you the album cover, but it's just a fucking black square, so I can't.
Jordan's actually standing in front of it right now.
Yeah, actually, Jordan's green screen is the Donda album cover. Brian told me a little bit of how he felt. Jordan, how do you feel about the album? Do you like it? Right. Is it album of the year?
Definitely not album of the year. It's not even close to his best album, but I definitely think it's the most inspired he sounded in a long time. The production's great. I'm only halfway through it. It's a long one. It's the length of an Avengers movie, so like, it's a problem. But so far so good. The song with The Weeknd and Lil Baby's production is out of control. Like sonically, that shit is out of control. And No Child Left Behind sounds like what it would be like to meet God. Like that shit is so epic. Like you hear that organ shit go, I was like, yo, holy shit. Like you got to listen to it in like a good set of headphones or like even some AirPods. I'm just wild. Just crazy. Fucking drink to that. But yeah, definitely not his best work. But it's good.
I'm gonna get in here because I feel like Brian's got a way longer explanation. I like the album. It's not his best. It's really long and strange, so I felt like it was going to resemble Life of Pablo a little bit, but then it didn't. I hate the fact that it's edited. You couldn't write the rhymes without the swear words, but you can edit it afterwards. That, to me, is an oxymoron. It defeats the purpose. It kind of, you know what? If it wasn't Kanye, I would go ahead and take the stab and say that they're a lesser act because they couldn't write without the swear words, yet they edited it out for the final product. That annoys the piss out of me. It's a journey. It's an experience. It's definitely more than an album. Like it makes me think of like Pink Floyd or like some Peter Frampton shit or something that like this would be great if you watched it at like what are those things that Pink Floyd would do the shows at? A diorama?
Oh yeah,
planetarium,
planetariums.
Yeah, this would be cool.
I can see that.
This would be cool for something like that. I don't think that'll happen. It would probably be in like theaters or some shit.
Oh, it'd be crazy to see Hurricane in one of those.
It would be cool. The rollout was fun. I liked it. I understand that why like the performances were so weird and dramatic now because the way the album is. You could actually delete a ton of songs off of this, like on iTunes, and you'd still have a fire ass album. I don't think that there's duds on the record, and I don't think that they're filler. I think they're quite the opposite of filler. I just don't think that because every song's not a hit, and that every song is not something you can vibe your head to. Like some of it is kind of depressing. You know, it's about his mom who passed away. It's a lot about Jesus. It's about, do you need Jesus in your life? Where were you in the dark times? You know, when I needed you and things like that. I think it deals with those themes. Like it's heavy on that. It's heavy on the emo. But yeah, there's a bunch of songs on here I could do without if I'm going to put on some music. Yeah, I'd rather have half this album.
If you want music, you're going to put on Drake CLB.
Oh God, yeah, I didn't review that for obvious reasons.
I did. We can talk about that if you'd like to, Jordan. I listened to that.
I didn't listen to it yet.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't got there. Well. I heard it.
The biggest issue I have with Donda is that it's not better than The Life of Pablo, because to me that's the last Kanye album. I don't count Kids See Ghosts because it's a joint effort. I don't count Yay because it was so short and weird, and you know that he scrapped an album and then delivered that. Donda's more complete. That is something you can say about this. Donda is much more complete, has its own feel, where Ye didn't. And between Life of Pablo and this and Kids See Ghosts, it could make the Ye album irrelevant almost.
Man.
Yeah, I feel like Ye is just an EP, so like
yeah, that'd be a good way to call it, but I think he calls it an album, so I'll roll with that. But yeah, to me it's an EP.
Yeah, and he was doing that a lot in that time period. Like even mostly on the albums that he was producing.
Well,
like,
Good Summer. That was his whole.
Sure Kids See Ghosts.
That was his whole thing. They all were, except for the female album. The album that the chick did was 8 tracks, but Nas or yeah,
Pusha.
No, not Nas. Pusha T.
No, Pusha T. Nas. Yeah,
else.
It was Nas. Kid Cudi, Ye, and then the chick. So 4 of the 5 were 7 tracks. The chick had an 8-track album, and he was calling it Good Summer because he produced it all. He rented that house. He flew them all to wherever the house was. He flew them all in, produced it all. I think that Ye may be the last true piece of Kanye that we have because he is gritty. He is fucking cussing, and he is rhyming up a storm in that album. And I feel like we see hints of that in Pusha T, right, in that album as well as Kids See Ghosts. With Donda, it's an experience, like you said, Matt. I think this is his art piece, if you would. I think this is Kanye really being himself. He's got obviously a lot of shit going on in his head. He's got a lot of things that he's trying to work through. He is bipolar. He may be a little bit manic. I think that this is him truly speaking to those things, and that's why you get such a bipolar spectrum of music and sounds on this. I fucking love the production on it. I think the production is brilliant. It's crisp. It sounds it's probably the smoothest sounding album if you were to take away lyrics that I can think of, and I've listened to it very intently. There are tracks that are forgettable, like you said, Matt. I definitely think this could have been like maybe 2 albums, maybe like a part 1, part 2 even, or I don't know. He could have done something to make it a little bit more oomph. Maybe it was because he pushed it back. Maybe it was because we got 3 performances out of him before we actually got an album, and there was a bunch of fuckery and like when it was going to be released, and he was moving dates, and it did lack a little bit. But for the most part, I think that this is like an artistic project for Kanye, whatever that means, right? It showcased his production talent. It showcased his ability to have collaborations and let those artists shine, let them shine in their own right? He wasn't overpowering on any of those tracks. Kind of like a Life of or a Father Stretch Your Arms. I think we have that in Jail Part 2. You know, I do think we have that in No Kids Left Behind. You know, like there's certain songs that are going to come on in the club. We go into jail tonight. Like people are going to be fucking singing that and fucking feeling it forever. And then there are going to be songs.
Would be hilarious.
Yeah, dude, just like Father Stretch Your Arms. I'm rolling. No.
I don't hear
Everybody
any
goes
radio
to the
singles
fucking
in this because all the shit's so fucking weird.
Not radio singles, but when you're at a nightclub or there's a DJ or you're at a party and someone's doing a mix and they throw on fucking "Going to Jail Tonight," everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, even if they only play a minute of it." You know?
I mean, it would just be dope to hear that in like a stadium. Like,
yeah, dude,
you know
everybody's gonna feel it at a rave. Somebody's gonna fucking throw that in as a sample. It's got pieces and parts to it that are great, that are memorable. It is a Kanye album, but you guys are right. It's not. I don't think it's his best release. I think it needs to be looked at as something different. It's not an album of the year. It's not It's not an album of the year. It's not a. You got Dunkaroos too, bro?
You didn't? I sent them out to everyone.
Oh, what, bro? Nobody's sending no Dunkaroos over here.
Also, by the way, Snack God checking in.
See, the pickle Doritos. There's these two brands of there's this pickle brand of things, and you can get pickle popcorn and pickle kettle chips, and they're fucking fire. Dude, pickle chips are
apparently that was like a Canadian thing.
I want the Funyun flavored Lay's, and I want the Dorito flavored Lay's.
I seen the Wendy's chicken sandwich Pringles too. I think that's kind of weird. I don't really get it. I was like, yeah, I don't know. Those look tasty, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. Dunkaroo, do I gotta break mine out now? Like Dunkaroos and whiskey
over here.
Dunkaroos and whiskey.
Dang, dude.
Hey, yo, these Dunkaroos, that's God. We'll trans. Actually, after this, and then we'll trans. I was gonna say. All I have to say about Donda is ultimately at the end of the day, good or bad, however I feel about it, it's an album to honor his mom, and we can only hope that's what he did.
It's a piece.
If he feels like he did that, then that's a successful album. At this point, like, what does Kanye West need another #1 album for?
And it makes. I mean, we talk about his live shows before. It is. It's almost like a show. It's an experience.
#1
almost.
Still. It broke all his streaming records.
Because of the hype. Because honestly, I'll pose you this question: were the rollouts better than the album? Like the shows?
I mean, that's I think the point to it, right? This is probably something that he'll do. He'll probably do a fucking he's performing Donda, and it's weird, and maybe he'll have his collabs come out.
It is a fucking multiple release shows and then pushing it.
Dude, he made $12 million off of that. Like, that's fucking astronomical.
It's like Guns N' Roses, they waited so long to put out Chinese Democracy. By the time it came out, nobody gave a fuck.
Nobody gave a fuck anyways, bro. Everybody was like, welcome to the jungle. How about welcome to these nuts? Fucking get out of here, Guns N' Roses.
Welcome to these nuts.
I swear.
Wow.
Hey, we have to talk about Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley, but let's get into Westside Gunn because I feel like we need to. hey, dude. Okay, first of all, if I can draw a comparison to Westside Gunn and Matt real quick, there's a line Westside Gunn says in one of the songs. He goes, "I get offended easily, bitch. She asked if I was a millionaire. I got 1 million in jewels, bitch. You stupid bitch." And it just fucking, I was like,
that's so much money. Told that bitch, don't touch
me.
Yeah, don't touch me, you stupid bitch.
Ask me if I'm a millionaire. I said I got that in art, bitch.
I got that in art, bitch.
I got another 100K in jewels I don't even wear, bitch.
Oh, another 500,000 and shit I don't even wear.
Yeah.
Dude's out of control. The production on that is out of control. I keep saying that over and over again. I don't know why, but it's the smoothest shit I've heard this year, other than maybe Bo Jackson.
Dude, Bo Jackson and Evidence's most recent album are fucking nonstop repeat for me. But this album is fucking a different level. And to hear that we're getting a whole nother fucking album, a whole nother lineup of shit that he didn't even put on this one. God damn, man. And this, dude, the Stove Cook Gods, Their shit is so fucking catchy, bro. Their hooks, or whoever they're fucking are,
Stove God Cook.
Dude, the hooks
he's
that he throws in
he's
there,
on that album more than Westside is.
Got it spinning. Got their
he also just got signed to Griselda.
Got them running around the block. They dizzy, and he's fucking talking about.
They were like just
dizzy.
about to announce it. Let the word dry on the Vogue cover.
Yep.
Stove God and Rome Streets just signed to Griselda, and that album is their coming out party.
Yeah. Boldy had the double feature on there.
Yeah, Boldy's up on there. The shit's fire, man. It's called Hitler Wears Hermes 8. It's the mixtape series he has. They're all fire. This is the eighth one. I think it's supposed to be the end. It's called Sincerely Adolf. It showcases the new Griselda talent like Stove God and Rome Streets. Rome's on one song. It's fire. Stove God's on a bunch.
I have a fun fact for you guys. Hugo Boss designed the SS outfits that the Nazis wore. So I wonder if Hitler actually did wear Hermes products.
Oh, it's Hermes.
Hermes, whatever. I wonder if that's actually fact because the SS uniform was designed. Hermes.
Maybe.
Hermes.
The SS outfit was designed by Hugo Boss.
Hermes.
The beats are impeccable. You have a bunch of conductor beats. I think Derringer and Hit Boy's on there. I don't know if there's an Alchemist beat, but honestly, it's fly with or without it. The skits are cool. I like the Richard Milley pronunciation. Risha Mill. You do not pronounce the D
I learned
like
that
in English.
Yeah,
I've heard multiple people say that, so it's dope to hear him confirm that. Thank you.
He says Richard Miller in his thing. He goes,
what's funny is Westside Gunn still calls it the wrong shit in all his
G-Shock.
Yeah, he still says Richard Milley. He still says it all wrong. I like the Draymond reference. It's what you do after the brick, bitch. I'm Draymond.
That beat is the best beat on that album.
That's
that shit is dirty. I loved it.
The track where he goes, if you don't know, now you know.
There's a Sandman ECW reference that I liked.
The Gene Oker, the Mean Gene. Every time the longer I am in this sport, the more violent it gets. Ladies and gentlemen, the television champion. Do you know who he was introducing? Do you know who he was introducing?
Arn.
Was it Arn?
Oh yeah, I don't know who he was introducing. I assumed it was Arn because Arn was a TV champ.
It was Jericho for a long time.
I guess it could be. I didn't think about that. I was thinking old.
Yeah, my best beat on there is Draymond. My favorite song though might be Mariota.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Mariota's dope.
It's hard to pick a favorite. Margella, what is it? Margella Gloves. Is that what it's called? Margella
Split Toes.
Yeah, those are that's fucking hard.
In Mariota
Draymond is hard. Peri Peri is hard. Yo, Peri Peri. Shouts to Nando's Chicken. The Peri Peri sauce, the Peri chicken. What is it? It's Afro-Portuguese cuisine. It is fucking amazing. One of the best chicken I've ever had in my life. They're in Canada. They're in Detroit. They're not anywhere near where we live.
Yeah, I'd like to try it. Highlighting
verse on Bash Money is hard.
Oh, shit.
I was gonna say Bash Money and Claire's
Bash Money.
Yeah, dude, Lil Wayne's part in that fucking track. I mean, he comes in. It almost like they built that song for him because the way that the instrumentation in the background the instrumental is playing and it loses a section of the music as the verse goes on, and the way that fucking Lil Wayne just finishes it and it's kind of silent and then it kicks back in with the hook. It's just like, what the fuck, dude? This was an album built to kind of showcase every fucking feature that you have on here. And Claire's back. I think that one may be one of the most powerful fucking Griselda tracks there are, with all of them on it, with Conway and Benny on it. Shit was fucking crazy.
The fucking way hard. The part in Mariota when the R&B sample comes in and they're just.
And to mix that shit, man. You think that this album, I was thinking about it, may be one of the hardest albums Westside's done, but also you get the R&B mix in there. You get like the softer, like somebody was singing on one of the tracks, dude. Like you get this weird, like beautiful shit into it, and you're just like, he's a fucking artist, dude. He's an artist. The way he's putting
the song
definitely taking over hip hop right
now.
The
song right now with Jadakiss and Stove God, that is like, they should win a Grammy for that song alone. Like, first off, it's a catchy hook that's like a dude singing that can't sing. It's fucking great. It's like Biz Marquis singing almost. It's fucking dope. It's got a melody. It's East Coast as shit. It's definitely hood. Westside and the Griselda dudes, especially Boldy James, they paint a picture. When you hear their words, you're like, oh man, like when they're talking about crimes, drugs, selling drugs, shooting shit, like you could tell they're serious about it. Like when you're watching a movie that paints a proper picture, you're like, oh shit, I'm there, because you've done a good job of painting the picture. Griselda, every dude on that roster does that shit. And this album is a good point of it. Hitler Wears Hermes 8. It's fucking fire. It's on my top 5 of the year. It's competing with Boldy James and Evidence right now.
We got to talk about Boldy. We got to talk about Bo Jackson. I mean, we talked about it a lot, but
Bo Jackson dropped, and that shit is fire. It was my number 1 of the week when it dropped. It's a collab with The Alchemist. He just dropped a huge merch and vinyl drop. I spent $300 in fucking merch and still didn't end up with the vinyl. And here's the kicker. It don't ship until December.
What else?
What else, though? Yeah. It's worth it, man. Boldy is so unique. He's slow with it. Yeah, kind of monotone. Like, he don't need to speed up or yell for anyone. Like, he raps at his own pace, and the shit's always fire. It's always fire. He flows like hell. From Detroit.
Feel like he's like one of the few rappers that like really makes you listen to him. Like, you got to really kind of like listen.
You care about his words.
And he be saying some shit that I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about,
bro? Hood
like,
shit. Like, he almost
finna make a mudslide and just dropped a fish in a Mountain Dew. What the fuck does that even like? I don't know. I'm not covered for that.
He's also hard as fuck. So like, you get this weird, like, his voice almost doesn't match how like rugged it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get this smooth, almost like intricate beat and hip hop like tempo that he's got, and then it's just
he is real smooth, and I equate it to like the Motown smoothness. Like, there is something to be said. Like, he was born in Atlanta and raised in Detroit, and you can hear it because he's almost gritty like the South, but he's Motown gritty while being Motown smooth. He has
the soul. Yes, he's got soul.
All his street grittiness is delivered real smooth. He's like, he's like a Black and Decker sander. He's just sanding the shit down and making it smooth when you hear it.
All I know is
real gritty shit.
Shout out to the fucking Alchemist, because those two are great together. Because Price of Tea in China is great too. Yeah, Alchemist.
Dude, the Price of Tea in China.
Shout out to Eat Shit in the building.
Oh man,
Mafia. What else?
Oh no. Oh,
Justin Jack live and direct. Yo, Justin, did you listen to the new Kanye album?
No, but I was just listening to the new Drake album.
Is it dope?
Get it.
I was enjoying it for sure.
Word.
Okay, real quick. Certified Lover Boy.
Talk about CLB. Who else is on CLB? I actually just put up several billboards around Palm Desert that say me and Brian are not on CLB.
So Certified Lover Boy
horrendous.
by Drake. Okay, so the cover art is a bunch of pregnant chicks in like an artistic outfit. Or like artistic.
They're fucking emojis. They're all emojis.
And it's fucking, what is he talks about having, anyways, this is him saying that this album is him accepting where he's at in life. He talks about how he's lost himself and how he is just this fucking whatever type of artist, and he's hit all these acclaims and all these peaks, yet he doesn't feel like he's accomplished anything because he doesn't have love and all this other nonsense. But he really talks about how he's got like great parenting skills and how he is really just about.
He was gonna reveal his child's existence in an Adidas ad. Good parent, my dick. He's dude. Listen, he couldn't raise a child in a wet paper bag.
I'm just don't shoot the fucking messenger, bro. I'm just telling you what the album sounds like.
Don't shoot the messenger.
And I'm almost positive he admits to a bunch of like illegitimate children on the beginning, like first couple tracks on this album. He talks about he opens the track and goes, "All my sons out there, I'm sorry that I wasn't around for you. All my sons, I'm sorry I didn't provide you with the things you needed to get that cloud, but I'm here for you now." Like I think he's legitimately admitting to fathering a bunch of children that he probably has not taken care of yet. It's so weird, bro. I changed it. I got into like 4 or 5 tracks, and I was like, I can't listen to this. This is just a fucking weird fucking album.
So what you're about to say is like,
he's got a track where he goes, "Daddy's home," and he starts like singing it, and it's just like, what am I listening to, bro? I was at the gym, and I'm just listening to this repetitive chorus, "Daddy's home, Daddy's home," and it's just like, what are you talking about, Drake? What the fuck are you trying to accomplish with this? Are you trying to give like a lesson in fatherhood and how to be a parent and yes, also an artist? Are you trying to like define a line of what your relationship is supposed to be about in the future? Because obviously this kid's probably going to be in the public. Like, what are you? I don't understand the picture you're trying to paint.
You think he's going to be in the public? You think,
bro?
Drake kid.
I mean,
please don't miss the sarcasm. I know.
Oh, okay.
I know. Please don't miss it.
No. Because you know how some people try to guard like LeBron's always trying to shut his kid up, but you're LeBron's kid, bro. By happenstance, your entire school is gonna fucking follow. You know, like you're in that realm already.
I don't want to be known. I don't want to be known as LeBron's son. You're LeBron James Jr. What are you talking about?
It's almost. I listened to this great interview with Mike Tyson, and he talked about his. He talked about his kid wanting to box. He goes, "My son always talks about how he wants to box."
I'll whoop the shit out of anyone's.
He goes, "My son's always talking about how he wants to box and how he wants to be a fighter." And I tell him, "You don't know how to fight because you've never had to fight for anything. I've given you everything."
Why does this person sound like Marlon Brando in The Godfather?
It's supposed to be Mike Tyson impersonation.
Oh,
I wasn't talking with
Mike
Tyson.
Because you didn't
can't fight. You can't be a fighter because he's never fought before.
That was okay. That was a little bit better, but I'm not doing the Mike Tyson impression because I'm not even having it. Like, I got you on video.
My back.
Right there.
My back.
Mike Tyson's real for that. You know what I mean? Like that it takes a lot of courage to be like, yo, you know, I've raised my kids soft, and you know. I remember watching that interview too, and it's like, shit, man, like all these kids coming up, even like just think they can get that clout by calling something out.
We can't even fathom what 18-year-old Drake's kid's gonna be about when we're in the age of social media and fucking unlimited attention, and someone is like talking about how, bro, your dad was gonna fucking display you in an Adidas ad or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? How is this kid gonna get roasted when he's older?
He's gonna go check over stripes.
I almost feel bad for him. Like you're growing up.
I don't feel bad for that motherfucker. He got plenty of money. Fuck that kid.
Oh, money, no doubt. But I mean, like, bro, you could have all the money in the world if people are trolling you day in and day out for being fucking.
Bro, Drake is out here renting out entire football stadiums, taking like high school football players' moms out to dinner and like clowning them and shit, dog. Like, fuck all that. Yeah. Drake tries to bang my mom. I'm whooping that motherfucker's ass on sight.
He has a whole song about how he's a lesbian and all he likes to do is eat pussy and take him shopping. It makes no sense, bro.
Bro, he is a fucking lesbian.
He looks like a lesbian, that's for sure.
Speaking of aggro people with no dicks, our fantasy football league is alive as well. We just filled up all our members today. Justin Jack is not a part of it. I tried to invite him several times. I tried. No lack of effort.
Let's debut our teams. Who do we got? Jordan, who's your team? Let's hear it, baby.
What? Who's my team roster? My team name?
Team name. We haven't had the draft yet.
The San Fernando Valley OGs.
The San Fernando
Valley
Valley
thought that it was a typo, and you meant San Fernando Valley Hogs, like the big dick. Because that's where they film porn.
Nah, San Fernando Valley OGs because that's a fucking dope strain of weed.
I'm still working on my team name right now. It's just the Winning Wieners.
I told you, the Oakland Blazers.
I know, but I want because something like insulting.
I feel like you have to be kind of comical.
Yeah, last year I was the New Jersey Throwbacks.
Mine is what Washington should have changed its name to.
Menacing balls plot for furry balls plot menacingly on the table.
No, I am the Washington Sanduskies.
The Sanduskies.
Also known as the Washington Sandusky experiment. Also known as
is it Sandusky?
Also known as the Duskies, because Jerry Sandusky was born in Washington, Pennsylvania. Fuck Washington D.C. Okay, the District of Columbia. All right, Sandusky swag. Wow.
Wait, he was born in Washington?
Washington, Pennsylvania. So
that's
now
like
listen.
An hour from my fucking house, bro.
We don't need We don't need any politics and sports, guys. We can leave DC. There's plenty of other Washingtons to go around. And I here am claiming that we change the name of the Washington Redskins. We move them from Washington, DC to Washington, Pennsylvania, and make them the Washington Sandusky's. Who's with me?
I can promise you that as close as they are to the city of Pittsburgh, the city of Washington will respectfully decline. Thank you for booting them. Steelers all day, bitch!
So he's trying to make a joke because Jared Sandusky, former coach's assistant or AD or whatever over at Penn State. I don't even know what
that fucking guy did.
Sandusky, Sandusky.
Just overall, like, child molester.
Molested man like the fuck out of here. Like,
dude, he molested so many kids. Like, just so many.
Yeah.
Dusk.
Fuck. Like, god damn it.
So
we fuck kids. We fuck kids.
Get him the fuck out of here.
Really, dude?
Get him the fuck out of here. Like,
somebody clip that.
I dare you.
This dude is fucking wild. Like,
no one has ever come on this show and
usually you're the one that says some crazy shit, Matt. This fucking guy.
No one up until this moment. No one ever said we fuck kids on the show. Brian ruined that record.
Jesus,
I have to get a sign now that says like 0 days since someone said we fuck kids.
You gotta put a fucking. You gotta like put a disclaimer on this episode and shit. Like, god
now we have
damn,
to put a warning in the comments.
I mean, of all the football figures to like make fun of, he skipped past OJ, Ray Lewis, Ricky Williams, like Ray Rice.
I told you
and
to be the Denver Broncos.
I didn't want to go
because I don't know Sandusky, and I mean,
listen, I battled with it. I didn't want to go with like an obvious. I didn't want to go with like an OJ or like a Jerry Jones. I didn't want to go with a fucking go-to, right? So I tried digging in, and then I was like, I was gonna go with a Washington branded name anyways because they don't have a name as it is, right? And so I was like, fuck, I gotta go Washington something. And then I was like, what did Sandusky do? Where was he from? I thought it was like Ohio or somewhere. And then I was like, oh, he was born in Washington.
Why did you even think of Sandusky?
I was just to troll, to be fucking stupid name.
Based on the things that he just said, apparently they have something in common.
No, I was just trying to come up with something. I originally did something. I forget what I did, but it was stupid. I was like, I wanted fucking something that's gonna be funny. So I went with the fucking Sanduskys. I don't know.
Is that your laminate for the tour? No, this is not a giant tour laminate.
Holy shit!
Polly's name is misspelled. It would be huge, dude.
Dude, you had to wear that as like a chain. And light wearing on the driver.
Like, it looked like a little fucking thing in the corner, but when you reached back, I realized how fucking huge it was, and I was like, God damn. That was wild.
I have my laminate. I don't know. No, I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. It's gone forever.
Fucking threw it away like you do every other tour. God damn it.
So our fantasy
away, he has a whole fucking thing of laminates.
Yeah, I have a whole stack of them, bro. I'm super cool.
I left all my laminates I wore until the fucking ring popped off, and I just left them on a counter someplace.
Oh my god, I have a bunch of like photo passes from a tour from 2015, dude. Like, I take all that shit home.
I have a shoebox with my laminates in them somewhere.
Our fantasy football league is full. It's full of 12 people. We're going at it. It's a bunch of our viewers and listeners. Brian's in it. Jordan's in it. I'm in it. I tried to get some band dudes. Wetzel from Attack said, fuck you. No other bands were down. So
Lord Wetzel has spoken.
It is what it is. We're putting together a really cool prize pack since I hate the scene. It needs to be like a scene-themed prize pack. So check it out. These are a few of the prizes that are going to be in the 2008 themed prize pack. This very rare undermined t-shirt with the word fuck on it and lyrics.
Let's go.
Yeah, actually
undermined like the Nick Martin band?
Yes.
Yeah, the Nick Martin band. Yeah, it's going to be a retro scene prize pack. Like, yeah, check it out. You want to see how retro scene, dude? How about your very own Rise Records hoodie? You could stand around at shows, chain smoking cigarettes, and claim to work for this record label like I did. You don't need to work there or have any proof of employment. You just need the hoodie. I mean, who else would have this hoodie? Of course, it's going to be an employee.
Jordan's not impressed. Jordan's like, get this shit out of my
The string has been ripped out of it because strings on hoodies are stupid. So enjoy that. This one, this one's a little rough. I'm not gonna lie.
If I win,
this is one of the first wave of Dance Gavin Dance merch T-shirts. Brian was with me when I bought this. This is like Dance Gavin's first wave of merch. It included this ugly ass T-shirt.
How many times did you wear that? Does it come with pit stains or no pit stains?
Oh yeah, it's got pit stains. I think I wore it in the fucking Pacific Ocean at one point. But here's the kicker.
That shit's green.
The kicker. I have that exact same shirt signed by Johnny Craig, Will Swan, and Sean O'Sullivan, the original guitar player on Downtown Battle Mountain. I might throw that in if I have some convincing.
I would say, I mean, that was a sick though. The Dance Gavin Dance shirt's pretty sick. What do you Ix-name?
Don't throw that shit in there. That's yours.
No?
All right, I won't throw that in there. I'll eBay that separate. I am gonna include a Lower Definition T-shirt and some other band T-shirts. They're all gonna be themed around 2008.
Can I see this Lower D T-shirt?
I don't have it readily available. It's a gray T-shirt. Dude.
Don't make me want to win this fantasy football league. I was literally not going to pay attention. I was going to talk shit every week and act like I was anticipating to lose every week, and I was just going to make shit up that I was coming up with like these outlandish plays, and my players just weren't listening to me, and they were fucking too busy, breaking COVID protocol and inviting strippers into the fucking bubble, and just it's fucking.
I would have fucked everybody in the league. I would have only drafted quarterbacks. And then fucking made all of you guys.
I'm just a team.
Quarterbacks.
I'm just a team of fucking defenders, defensive teams.
Quarterbacks.
I'm the Texans defense.
Fuck out of everybody.
So yeah, if you have joined our fantasy football league, it is vital that you understand our draft will be this Sunday. That means you can watch preseason football, get in the mood, get your dick all hard, and then we will have the draft.
Can we have a watch party? Can we have where we're watching football and we're drafting?
It's next week's the regular season.
Exactly.
Yes, we have to draft by Sunday.
Okay.
Because the first game is Thursday.
So
let's. Are we gonna shoot
9 o'clock? 9 o'clock our time means that it's gonna be 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Sorry, East Coast. So Jordan's 10 o'clock on Sunday. 7 o'clock on the West Coast.
Are we streaming it? Yeah.
We can stream it. Yeah, we can totally stream. We'd have to do it on here. We can't do it Instagram Live. You're gonna have to have your phone ready.
That's cool.
But yeah,
that's fine.
It's been scheduled and it's on there. Jordan Tupper's ready to win some merch. I'm gonna add to it and then eventually I'll post a picture. We're gonna try to include like band stickers and posters. Thing is like there was a pandemic, so none of us went to shows last year, and then all the touring I did, I wasn't going to metalcore shows, so we really don't have anything current. We're just gonna go off of dude, do you remember when Equal Vision Records sent us that box of sampler packs?
Yeah,
that took forever to get through. Metal Blade did the same thing. That took forever to get through. What? Say something.
What? I lost what you said. You said that we haven't been into metalcore lately. What did you? I didn't get that.
Oh, like we haven't been to a show to have acquired some of this like merch or something to give away.
Yes, fair. I mean, I've got some stickers and some posters I can definitely throw into that bundle too. And I almost feel like we could do, I mean, just a collection of shit. Doesn't necessarily have to be music, but what can we add to this? Maybe as time goes on, we should add to this
shit. Like, if it's scene related, like, dude, I got an autographed copy of Burden of the Day's first album.
Okay, yeah, let's get it.
Does anyone care about the Burden of a Day album? Should that even be part of it? Yeah, that's definitely not how they sound. Nobody ever said that on their album.
Thank you for.
Like Fred Durst
I also have a signed copy of The Tide by Oceana.
I'm feeling those lighters.
I need to both of you get the fuck out of here. I have to go and check. I might have an autographed Dance Gavin Dance album somewhere. The one
didn't get kicked.
What? I don't have anything from Andrew WK or whatever you said.
So am I the only one that didn't get kicked?
That'd have been great if he kicked you because he thought you said Andrew WK.
I've been trying to get him to kick me over this fucking Playboy Cardi ad lib all episode.
What ad lib? Oh,
is that
the fucking stupid what? Yeah. Like, is it the most annoying thing ever?
The last bit of news I got is it rocked like mainstream sports news. CM Punk is back. The famed Chicago wrestler, quote unquote, best in the world, returned to AEW on Rampage, which is Friday nights. It's actually right before our show. Dude, it was intense. I mean, it was crazy to see him back. He opened the show. They didn't wait for it. They gave it to you. It was all over Twitter. It was all over ESPN. ESPN said that it was the most trending, most interacted with social media post they had since May, meaning that the CM Punk return trumped anything the Tokyo Olympics had. Like, it's just huge.
ESPN is prime news. UFC territory. So you really
more than the UFC, more than anything. I mean, this dude's been away from wrestling for 7 years with no hope in sight of a return. And now he returns for the rival company. I mean, really, it's a huge deal. I'm not going to say it's gone picture perfect because he's made, 2 appearances since then on television. And I can't say they were super interesting or made it must-see TV, but he's got a match against Darby Allin coming this Sunday, the same day as our draft. I think it's a Sunday or Saturday. It's this weekend.
It's Saturday.
I just think it's interesting. Like, Darby Allin's not a matchup that I'm clamoring for to see CM Punk, but I guess, I didn't want to see him wrestle Christian or someone I had seen before. And we got a CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan rivalry in WWE when they fought over AJ Lee at one point, so I don't really want to see that when he debuts either, but it was cool to see him back. What was really cool is, it was a great wrestling moment. Like, that one particular segment, the 15, 20 minutes they spent, was a great moment because he got to come back. He got to say what he wanted. He had, while he was speaking the truth, he got to send some shots to WWE. And I don't know if you saw this, but they gave everyone in the crowd an ice cream bar. And what was so sentimental about that and what was so cool, and this is why wrestling is awesome, because it tells a story and it all comes back around full circle. When he dropped the pipe bomb interview, one of the things he complained about in WWE, 8 years ago, was that he wasn't on the trucks. His picture wasn't on there. It was John Cena, it was Bella Twins, it was everyone else. They made these ice cream bars, the retro ice cream bars that used to have Macho Man and Hulk Hogan. They brought them back. They have Roman Reigns, they have Seth Rollins, they had Ryback, they had all these different people. They didn't have CM Punk, and so he said, "Where's my ice cream bar?" And it's kind of selfish in a way, but it's also you can understand, this guy's the top of the company,
the biggest straw for a long time. For a good, at least while he was there at the
and
top,
that's not the straw that broke the camel's back. I mean, ultimately, it was his health and the fact that he felt they didn't value it, and they're forcing him to go out there, and he's just killing himself for a company that he hates. So I understand leaving. It's just really cool that he's back. So they did these ice cream bars. He said at the end of his promo, 7 years is a long time to wait for someone. So on the way out of the United Center, enjoy a free ice cream bar on me. And he wasn't lying. He fronted the bill for the whole thing. It was something they had planned to do for a couple years now, but the time was never right. And this was a group effort. That it wasn't an ice cream company. They had people at the arena package them together, get them together, and give them out as you leave the arena. They were free. And they were getting resold. They're selling the wrappers on eBay afterwards for $100-some.
Were they CM Punk ice cream bars?
Yeah, they are. I forgot what they're just ice cream dipped in chocolate, but the wrapper is all white and it has this little logo with the lightning bolts and stuff. I thought it was cool. It's a good gesture, and it's just that type of sentiment goes a long way with wrestling fans. They're never going to forget that. So on top of the ice cream bar and a T-shirt that says "I was there" and it's CM Punk. Really cool for Chicago, really cool for wrestling. WWE immediately reacted by when they had SummerSlam the next night, they brought back Becky Lynch in a horrible fashion, and they brought back Brock Lesnar and turned him face. It was strange. So we don't know what's going on there. The storyline with Roman Reigns is still decent, and just about everything else sucks. NXT got a new logo. It's now in charge. Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon run NXT now, so no more Triple H. It's going to suck. RIP NXT has been trending on Twitter because of it, because it's really depressing news. The same guys that run the show that you don't like on Mondays is the same people that are going to ruin your Tuesday night show that's been pretty good in recent memory. So that's our bit of wrestling news.
Can we also give a moment of condolence to homegirl that offed herself?
So I was going to get into that. R.I.P. to the Scream Queen Daphne. Daphne, the Scream Queen from WCW. She accompanied Crowbar to the ring. She got on Instagram Live. She was very... Yeah, she got on Instagram Live, was very distraught, had some very creepy videos, and evidently in the video you can see she was holding a small pistol. She eventually logged off and she shot herself, and they were unable to get to her. No one could really stop her, get a hold of her, get any words in there because she's saying she's alone and people are saying she's not and trying to help her. Mental health is a very serious thing. Check on your friends, love your friends. Suicide's no joke. There's suicide prevention hotlines. There's websites. There's everything. Reach out and check on your friends. I wanted to, at least at the end of the show here, to have a serious moment, say that Hurricane Ida throughout Louisiana and the Gulf Coast, donate to the Red Cross, help them out. There are neighbors to the
New York
east.
is getting fucked right now too, son. There are major flooding. New York,
the subways are getting flooded.
It's made its way up. Yeah, it's made its way up the East Coast pretty much, and it's just fucking.
Yeah, they broke it. Ida broke a dam close to Pittsburgh.
Parking garages with hundreds of cars in them are flooding. It's crazy.
Just crazy shit going on.
When we were able to dodge the hurricane, we were real lucky. We barely got any weather, and when we hit Rhode Island, it seemed like it was fine. It really didn't seem like there was ever a hurricane there. But the night before, Tennessee had got 17 inches of rain in one night, killed 22 people. That was brutal. So, just be careful out there with all this shit going on. The world's crazy right now.
California's on fire.
California's on fire. Tahoe's on fire. Everywhere's on fire.
You can officially constitutional carry, so you can just carry your gun if you want. Don't need a fucking license.
Yeah, you can carry a gun. You don't need a license, but don't you dare get a fucking abortion.
Yeah, don't you dare.
Think about it. Seriously, don't open
Greg
carry
Abbott. We should abort Abbott.
If we can give a shout out to that website, there's a website here in Texas that you can visit to rat on someone that you believe is getting an abortion outside of the 6-week period, and it is getting dumped with false and fake information.
I would rat out Ted Cruz every day.
People are trolling the shit out of the site to where it shut it down. It was kind of crazy.
Abort
Don't snitch, you little bitch.
There you go. Bitches get snitches, or bitches get snitches get stitches, bitches. Snitches get stitches, bitches. I made it work. Also, real quick, can we discuss that Fat Joe and Ja Rule are going to be the next versus battle? Is anybody excited about that?
I'm not, because what are they going to do?
Not today's price.
Are they going to perform New York together? It would have been cool if it was 50 Cent versus Ja Rule, but 50 would have buried him in between every song, and Ja would have cut himself.
That would have turned into a fight.
Yeah, that would have been a fight. 50 would have decked him, and it would have just been an unconscious Ja Rule in a lawn chair with 50 performing back down.
If we're setting it up, it's gonna be a fucking Ja Rule Fat Joe show at some point where they're touring together.
God,
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked.
All right, Jordan, Justin, where can they find you guys on social media?
They can't find me anywhere, dog.
you can find these nuts.
Yeah, you can find these nuts at a fucking local Olive Garden trash can, buddy.
You can reach me at gofuckyourself.com.
No, don't go to gofuckyourself.com.
Farmersonly.com.
Yeah.
If you need to contact me, it's gofuckyourself.com. Leave me alone.
Reach me.
Leavemealone.net.
I only listen to fucking PlayboyCardi.com.
What?
At myspace.com/eat shit.
Matt before the show went and purposefully withdrew five $100 bills so he could crumple
this man said, see this fun coupons. Settle down, Jordan Belfort.
What's great is he's gonna have to pick all these crumpled $100 bills up, flatten them all out to go redeposit them into the account. Just because he pulled it all out.
Pull it out of my lightning.
Takes out his savings. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go.
He pulled it out to that stick. He's the kind of guy that'll fucking pull out his entire paycheck, lay it out on the bed, take a photo of it, and go deposit it back in because all his bills gotta come.
You gotta cash your check at Walmart, and then you gotta take a picture of it and then deposit it at the local bank.
Brian, where can I find you?
What was that?
Then you're out of here.
He was... Hey, bro, listen. You can't just... You can't just casually have a sentence that fucking is actually like a crucial sentence when we're fucking around like that, man. Anyways, you can find me
after
Brian
your antics tonight. I don't want to hear anything about you talking about speech after your fucking antics tonight. You don't get to tell people how to speak tonight, Brian.
You guys, it's been too long, man. 3 weeks off. 3 weeks off, and I can't. I got it bottles up. It bottles up, guys, and I gotta bust. All right, I gotta fucking pop this lid every time I fucking go a week without seeing you guys. I was pent up. I had a lot of pent up frustrations that I had to let out. Okay, so I said a couple jokes. No, I don't. Stop, bro. You keep. I do not do that at all. It was a Jerry Sandusky joke, for the record. Secondly, you can find me. You know what? You can't find me anywhere either. No. Don't search for me. Find these nuts.
You can't find me. You'll go fuckyourself.com. You can't. That's fine. Holy shit.
Oh.
Go fuckyourself.com.
But you know what? On some real shit though, it's good to be back, y'all. Good to see y'all.
This is a great show, guys. Hey, and I only do this on shows where we don't have guests and fucking we can toe the line a little bit, guys. I appreciate
this shit don't say that shit while I'm on here, man. What the fuck?
It's a joke.
You can find me on Instagram at iHateTheScene. You can find us every single Friday at twitch.tv/iHateTheScene, facebook.com/iHateTheScene, and the most important one, and I've yet to feed my children because y'all ain't subscribing at a fast enough rate, youtube.com/c/iHateTheScene. It's very crucial.
Disrespectful.
You can also find us on Twitter. Actually, you can't find us on Twitter at iHateTheScene because some dumb son of a bitch got us suspended off Twitter.
You can find these nuts at that Twitter link because there's no fucking actual profile. Because
since you can't do that, go get on there and tell Mikey to go fuck himself.
Yeah, definitely. At Mikey Sawyer is that fat piece of shit, so go give him as much hell as you can. Look at him; he looks miserable. I mean, if what you don't do to him, diabetes will, and what wretched hell that you can't present to him, colon cancer sure will. So shouts to him.
He's like a combination of two Lord of the Rings characters. Like he's like the elf. He's like the elf's hair, but looks like the dwarf. Like.
He looks like someone. Okay, so I saw a comic. I saw a comic in San Diego, and he kind of looked the same way. And he had a joke saying he said that he was conceived after his dad drank a whole bunch of Mountain Dew, so he was essentially a bunch of Mountain Dew powered.
Dude, he's
sperm.
A fucking toilet baby.
This kid, fucking Mikey sure looks like a toilet baby. Mikey,
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, he's definitely drinking Mountain Dew. Dude, he doesn't drink any water.
Shit on the fucking screen. I'm tired of seeing him.
What about his house?
I don't care about his house.
What about just his house?
I don't like the angles of his fucking roof.
Honestly, fuck his plumbing. Fuck his plumbing. It's trash.
Listen, bro, take your Bermuda grass and shove it, okay? I don't need you with your fucking dead spots over here trying to sell me your house for 2 3/4, okay? I'm not over here trying to fucking wallow in the grossness of your ejaculate in your hair gel and your fucking beard grooming tools and your horrible garage band setup.
Beard grooming tools? He don't groom that shit. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, okay.
Bye, Justin.
Yeah, that's my point. Later, why is he leaving?
I don't know. He said he had to go. We're
he's
also
tired of looking at his neck beard. And
he's sick of looking at Mikey Sawyer's fat diabetic ass. So we need to get out of here anyways. The last thing I just want to leave everyone with is, for the love of God, get vaccinated or you're gonna fucking die. It's not a joke. You're not an expert. Neither is your dumbass Republican father.
Or your favorite podcast host.
Don't get Horst DeWormer. Don't listen to Joe Rogan. Don't listen. All these politicians are vaccinated. Don't listen to a goddamn thing they say. Just get the fucking shot.
Said to get vaccinated. Trump
has it. The same politicians saying not to get it, they have it. So don't trust any of them. Get the fucking shot, you big baby pussies.
Even Greg
Abbott. Vaccine.
Stop crying about the fucking having to get the shot and wear a mask and do the shit, you big dumb babies.
Actually,
you're all pussies, every single one of you. If you don't get the shot, you're a fucking coward, and I'll whoop your ass for free. If I go to a show and you don't show a vaccination card, or God forbid you whip out a fake one, it's on site. I'll whoop your monkey ass. Yeah.
I'm gonna lay the smackdown on your candy ass.
If you smell
I knew I was fucked.